Welcome back to another episode of Visionary Marketing Conversations. Today with our star guest, PJ.
Hi, David.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Please let our audience know a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Peter James. People call me PJ. I'm a coffee shop owner and a citizen journalist of some account on Instagram and Facebook. And then I'm passionate with connecting people.
Passionate with connecting people. That sounds interesting. Also a way of marketing, right?
Yep.
Explain a bit more. What is journalist?
Citizen journalist is more like wherever you go or whenever you are, you always take your phone and take picture
Okay, so you...
to make report on something and put on Instagram.
Okay, they take it.
More or less like making news for people or community.
Okay, yes. Interesting. COVID times, how was it affecting you?
I think it's affecting everyone in the world. For me, it's really hard at the time because you lose the job and everything. But thank God, I have another project which is Bali Pet Sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Bali Pet Sitting.
Yeah, Bali Pet Sitting, and then we're working together with the community in Canggu to helping people and everything. And then my PJ collection is still going on. So yeah, a little bit lucky, I think. During at the time when everyone losing a job, I get a job.
Okay, that's great. I don't think lucky. I think you're working hard for it. You have so many things. You selling sustainable products. You do pet sitting.
Yes.
You have many Instagram channels.
Yes.
Right now,
Yes.
we sit in Facebook groups.
Yes.
Correct. Right now, we're sitting in your own coffee shop.
Welcome to Urban Folk.
That's great. I mean, how it comes? How you own a coffee shop now? Was it always a passion of you, coffee?
My passion is always people,
Okay.
community. So I always want to have a place where everyone can come, call it together, and working, support each other. Which is coffee is like another thing, and then I have my brother, which is my business partner now. They're working together, which is he's the one who knows about the coffee, everything about the coffee, and me myself working together with the people, network to bring people together. So that's basically Urban Folks. That's why Urban and Folks. Folks is mean friends.
That's a very nice concept. So you're about to bring the expertise in coffee?
Yeah, in coffee, in, like product. More or less like product, food, coffee, and the quality of the product. And I bring people to, networking, marketing, and everything.
Marketing is a good keyword.
Yes.
I think you also one step in marketing, even people don't realize it's more like organic marketing. You try to connect people, you try to build a community. Yeah. You're really strong in that.
I was admin on Canggu community before, and then when I COVID, then I separate with them, and then I make my own channel, which is Canggu Info and Bali Info. And then now I end up with 20 accounts on Instagram, which is cover every area in Bali.
So you expand a lot, from Canggu Info to...
Yeah. I started with Canggu Info during the COVID, and which is give people information during the COVID in Bali about what they should do or not, and then everything. And then working together with the government, and then helping them to give information for tourists, expats, and digital nomad at the time. And then we're working together with some business in Canggu to helping the community or local people,
So community is a big word that describes many things. And you say Canggu community, that's something you always mention. Canggu Info, community. In general, communities describes people coming together and supporting each other, right? Doesn't matter where they come from. That's a hot topic on your social channels too. And I think it happens because there is cultural differences. Also, we discussed this more on our internal podcast on another episode that you guys can watch on our YouTube channel or podcast. Is it for you a thing? Like, do you see that cultural differences create problems or misunderstandings, or how you would... What is your comment about this?
Yeah. I mean, this is like it's a hot topic now in Bali or in Canggu, which is between local and Bule, but I think everywhere there's always differences of culture, language, misunderstanding about religion and everything, but what I can see is that the community bring people together and also is striving. They influence each other, like how the Balinese culture influence the mindset of the expat or foreigner in Bali. Also I can see how the Balinese also, the local people change the mindset for certain topic about the animals, about the environment, which come from the Western or from the expat and foreigner. They bring the good value also for the local community.
Okay.
But there is always clash between, the difference, like how people see or I can say the perspective about something, about one issue. Maybe for one issue for the local it's okay, but for the expat or foreigner it's not okay. So, but there's always
A middle way.
there's a middle way to talk. That's why community is very important, where you can talk, where you can share.
I think also the social platforms and can increase some of the perspective that you mentioned.
Yes.
I think it's really important to be careful and you are aware about this,
yes.
how you post something on social media.
Yeah.
Because it's just a short sequence of something, right?
Yes, that's why how I can see from the social media today or a lot of pages, I'm very careful what I post or I put in my feed and story. For example, I get a lot of messages, like please this, but I always feel that because I don't want to add fuel
Yeah.
to the fire,
Of course.
because a lot of sensitive issue I cannot talk. I need to thinking about the local feeling. Also, I need to thinking about the expat community or the foreigner.
Makes sense. Yeah, the middle way is the hardest.
I mean, a lot of good things also from Instagram or from the platform. You found your dog lost. You found your wallet, or there is one case. We know in Indonesia. Viral first, and then the authority will help you.
They have to take care of
Like a fair justice later. So now the change or the mindset of people. Okay, I need to post first, making it viral, and then I can go report it to the authority, which is sad, but this is the fact. Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. And I agree also that social media can have a good impact.
Yeah.
If it's a tool in the end.
Yeah.
If you use the tool correctly.
Yeah.
I think it has a really positive impact.
Yeah.
But also said that some people use it negative.
Yes.
I always make one example, like there is one full story.
Yeah.
And people record or cut one sequence of the story and can post it. That can lead to misunderstandings. And today's generation, or LSA generation Z, they put a lot of trust in social media too. A lot of trust.
That's why I said also now it's become a big tools for the marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good tools for marketing to tell what is your product, what is your mission and everything. Because I think this 2020 for everyone have a phone.
Yeah.
So everyone have access to for internet. Especially Indonesia is a big user of social media.
Huge part.
Yeah.
I remember. I have to say. I really remember. You always in my heart as one of a really good guy, because I remember in COVID when we meet and you told me the stories how you support all the small business during COVID times. I remember, and maybe some of the people who listen to this podcast too, in COVID times you still go and supporting to the smallest business, doesn't matter who own it.
Yeah.
I remember you said as long as it's Canggu or a local business, doesn't matter, foreigner or
Right.
Indonesian, you will support it in order to make sure they survive.
Yeah, that's the Canggu community mission, to help the UMKM or small business, micro business, because at the time they're really hard to promote their product, because it's a hard time. So I use my Canggu info to help, to promote with free, no charge at all, to helping them. And then, it works at the time. A lot of people get help from Canggu info and Bali.
Definitely.
Yes.
I remember that. Great. Okay. So you in general really supportive. for the community. Doesn't matter where they come from. That's also why I really like to be a friend of yours, because you really try to connect the folks, as you say. Doesn't matter where they come from. Maybe you can give a message to our audience for that, because I think we should do this more. Everyone working together.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of the community, the idea of the people, when there's always good and bad apples everywhere, yeah? Doesn't matter, you know, where you are, in Indonesia, in Bali,
Absolutely.
in US or whatever, but I believe with good people, we at a good half, you know? When a lot of good people gather together, we will make impact for the community, for the place, for the city or for the country where we live. You know? Doesn't matter you're expat, bule, or local, native Balinese or other part of Indonesia. We come together in Bali and then we make something great for the people.
I agree. Can just second that, and I hope people do this more, and we have more PJs on this island who help all together and go in one string, yeah, pulling it together.
Yeah, I kind of working together. That's why a lot of I working together with networking with you, with another business, another people in the community. Because we have always people, you know, people is number one. And animal, of course, dogs.
Animal of right. Dog sitting, pet sitting. Okay, so you pet sitting only dogs, so doesn't matter which pet.
Yeah.
Snakes.
As long, yeah. Yeah, I have client next. So yeah, rabbit.
Rabbits.
Yes, rabbit. Yeah, all cats. Not necessarily a dog. Even my heart is always for a dog, but yeah, cat also. Snake. Animals.
All kind of animals.
Yes.
Okay. And still you have the coffee shop now?
Yeah.
So what do you like? What is the aspects you like to owning a coffee shop? Is it because you can also come back and meet people and eat with both as well?
The main concept is people, but and then I like the challenge. You know, I like thinking. I like to be creative. That's why I end up with 20 accounts, because my brain is always working, and then I always working like how I can help people, or what I can give for people with what I have. You know, so I have my brain and my creativity. So this place will be a lot of workshop for people. Like we will make some free workshop, like Indonesian course for bule.
Okay.
And also we make some course for workshop for knitting, for community, to make people together, something like that. So we try to make some workshop to people. That's the challenge, you know.
So that's your next project, or is it?
Yeah, that's my next project. Still working on.
You have to make a comment below this video.
Yes.
Once you launch this and promote this, because I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
People can come. Is it something for free, or do they have to pay for it?
Yeah, depends the teacher, you know, because I think for something like knitting or drawing, maybe we need some donation for the teacher.
Of course.
But the teacher, maybe we can, for Bahasa class, maybe we can work it together with some quick course in Bali, so they can come, and then we will work it together with some fee, I think.
Okay. Makes sense. That's great. Okay, PJ, and our audience had listened to this podcast, mainly people interested in marketing and hospitality.
Yes.
Since your background and your experience also in Bali is a lot for marketing, as organic marketing, community, networking, and hospitality too. Maybe you have some advices you can give to our audience, or something they can take to the path and learn from you.
Yeah, I mean, be kind.
Good one.
You know? And always the best tool for marketing is people. You know, when you have a network, as long as you have a network, you will have the community. When you have the community, you have the people. When you have the people, you will have the product. When you have the product, the people in the community will support you. Yeah, it's not necessary to buy, but they can be your marketing. You know, it's like a spider marketing. People will talk about you, people will talk about your product, people will talk about your place. It will be organic, you know, and then people will follow you automatically in your social media because you bring impact for the people. Yeah. So the key is like be kind for the people, and then the people will follow you. You will support you.
That's a really great advice. People, take this to your heart. I think in marketing language we call it word of mouth.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest weapon, especially on an island like Bali.
Yeah.
If you're kind, it comes back. And in Bali, they also say karma, right?
Yes.
So I strongly believe in it.
Yeah.
You believe in it?
I believe. That's why, when you're doing something good, it will come back to you. Not only for you, but your family and your generation.
It was amazing to talk to you, PJ.
Danke still. Because I'm not.
And for our audience, be excited. Hopefully we launch a new podcast series
Every week.
every week.
Yes.
All right. Excited to do that.
Yes.
Excited to support this. And please come by and have a coffee here in Urban Folks to meet PJ.
Yes.
Thank you all and see you in the next one.
See you. Bye.